The PSA is currently holding a press conference for May inflation. Let's listen in.
Inflation. LPG na may 33.7% inflation at renta sa bahay na may 1.5% inflation. Ang transport ang ikatlo sa may pinakamalaking ambag sa pangkalatang inflation nitong Mayo 2022. Ang commodity group na ito ay nagtala ng 14.6% inflation at 24.6% share. Ang mga pangunahing nag-ambag sa inflation ng transport ay ang mga sumusunod. Gasoline na may 47.2% inflation. Diesel na may 86.2% inflation at other passenger transport by road tulad ng pamasahe sa tricycle na may 1.1% inflation. Sa 13 commodity groups, 6 ang nagtala ng mas mabilis na pagtaas ng presyo nitong Mayo. Ito ay ang mga sumusunod. Food and non-alcoholic beverages na may 4.9% inflation, alcoholic beverages and tobacco na may 6.8% inflation, clothing and footwear na may 2.1% inflation, transport na may 14.6% inflation, recreation, sport and culture na may 1.6% inflation, at personal care and miscellaneous goods and services na may 2.5% inflation. Samantala, nagpakita ng pagtaas ng presyo ngunit sa mas mabagal na antas ang housing, water, electricity, gas, and other fuels na may 6.5% inflation at furnishing, household equipment, and routine household maintenance na may 2.5% inflation. Nanatili naman sa kanilang antas ng inflation noong Abril 2022 ang mga sumusunod na commodity groups. Health na may 2.4% inflation. Information and communication na may 0.7% inflation. Education services na may 0.6% inflation. Restaurant and accommodation services na may 2.8% inflation. At financial services na may 0% inflation. Sa National Capital Region, ang inflation nitong Mayo 2022 ay bumilis sa antas na 4.7% mula sa 4.4% noong Abril 2022. Noong Mayo 2021, ang inflation sa National Capital Region ay naitala sa 2.6%. Ang dahilan ng pagtaas ng antas ng inflation sa National Capital Region ay ang mas mataas na presyo kumpara noong Mayo na nakarang taon ng food and non-alcoholic beverages na may 4.6% inflation at 55.7% share sa pagtaas ng inflation nitong Mayo 2022. Ito ay dahil sa mas mabilis na pagtaas ng presyo ng mga sumusunod. Vegetables, tubers, cooking bananas at iba pa tulad ng kamatis na may 20.1% mula sa 14.2% inflation noong Abril 2022. Meat and other parts of slaughtered land animals gaya ng manok na may 4.9% inflation mula sa 3.6% inflation noong Abril 2022 at fish and other seafood, partikular ang dilis na may 7.5% inflation mula sa 6.5% inflation noong Abril 2022. Ang pangalawang commodity group na dahilan ng pagtaas ng antas ng inflation sa National Capital Region ay ang transport na may 13.8% inflation.
You just watched the PSA releasing inflation data for the month of May. To recap, headline inflation surged to 5.4% last month from 4.9% in April and 4.1% in the same month of last year. This matches the median estimate of 16 analysts in a Business World poll and is within the midpoint of the 5 to 5.8% forecast earlier given by Bangko Sentral Governor Ben Diokno. May's inflation figure is the quickest since November of 2018, and the PSA attributes this spike to rising prices of food and beverages, transport, and other fuels. Global food prices have gone up due to the war in Ukraine, as well as the previous lockdowns in Shanghai and major cities in China.